had one what felt like a pretty mental one, so I was delighted. That's my first heavy wave in a long time, so yeah, hopefully it looked as good as it felt, because it felt pretty sick.
What?
4:30 in the morning. First time in a couple of years we've had proper swell in the summer, so pretty excited to go try surf and see if we can score during the summer. And yeah, it's bright for a long time today, so see how many surfs we get in and how many waves we catch for the day. We're just packing up the car, bringing a hell of a lot of boards, because it's a weird thing in summer. You never really know what the swell is gonna do. We've got 6-3 in case swell overperforms. We've got a 20 in case the swell underperforms and we want to have fun. And then we've got 2 short boards, too many step ups, about 4 wetsuits for the day. Yeah, so hopefully we get to use all of them, and but hopefully we get to use this 6-3 and the swell overperforms. Let's go.
So far, the swell's been a lot bigger than we were thinking, and I thought it was going to be like 4 foot on the inside slab, but it's kind of some secondary sets here at Pampa. The tide's a little bit high at the moment, but on the drop after the tide could be pretty sick. That was a pretty crazy wave. Oh, oh my god. Well, I think we should just go out there. That was pretty crazy. Yeah, that's the plan. Let's go see how many waves we catch for today. Somehow managed to lose a fin first wave. I think I knocked it jumping off the rocks. Well, I don't know if it's too hard to have all the stuff in the car. It doesn't all fit. Session 1 done, had a couple of fun ones and had one what felt like a pretty mental one, so I was delighted. That's my first heavy wave in a long time, so yeah, hopefully it looked as good as it felt, because it felt pretty sick.
You roll out there by yourself?
Yeah, full solo sesh. I mean, nobody thought the swell was going to be this big today, so I guess my overexcitedness played off, and I yeah, full solo sesh. Had like 4 good fun barrels, so yeah, pretty good start to the day. Before, what time is it? Before 6:30. So yeah, hopefully plenty more throughout the rest of the day. First surf, How many waves did we catch? Got 10 waves, 51 kilometers top speed, 267 longest, distance total 10k pretty much, paddles 678 paddles, and drifted for 6.3 kilometers. Not a bad surf, good start to the day, but hopefully we need to get that wave count up for the second one. So it looks like we're going surf number 2 at 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's not the bad start to the day. We got a bit of rain, but yeah, I mean, you can't have waves and sunshine in summer, so we'll take the rain. But yeah, surf number 2, hopefully we get as good a waves as we had in surf number 1, and yeah, we'll continue on the day. Surf number 2 done. Kind of fun. The swell was dying a little bit and the tide dropped pretty quick, so it was a pretty short one, but had a couple of fun little ones. Nothing like the one I had this morning, but then it's typical, as soon as you get on the rocks, wave of the day comes in and we missed it. But yeah, on the way to the peak now, which looks absolutely pumping. So yeah, the day is continuing on and there's a lot more waves to be surfed. That last surf was probably 5 or 6 waves, so this is the one we get the wave count up in. See how many we can get out here at the peak. Let's go. for surf number 4. Bit tired, it's been a long day. But the toss up between a little slab out here, a little left, or go to the peak and surf my new 2+1, just so I'm not using as much energy to try and be able to get my 5th surf in later. So these are the toss ups, and it's looking pretty good on the peak. So it's a new model that Christian made called Fully Charged, kind of performance 20 2+1, little knob. So yeah, excited to try it in good waves. Haven't really had it in good waves yet. So see how it goes. It looks like a sick outline though. I'm not the best on the old 20s, but we'll try to figure it out. I did say this morning that this was a summertime swell, but it definitely is feeling more like winter. thing's like my new favourite board. Changed up the fins and it was kind of flying. That was so much fun. Full like Grom day back being a kid. Usually I'm getting tired by now, but I guess the excitement of just having one day of waves in summer is keeping me going. I can sleep tomorrow. got some great news. It's not stopping raining for the whole day. Well, it's actually hectic. It hasn't stopped raining all day. But can't complain too much. We've been getting pumping waves, so it's been great. Surf number 5. 4 different boards, getting through the quiver. Just finished 5th surf of the day. 8:30, 5:30 in the morning till 8:30. That's not great. 15 hours? Yeah, but 15 hours non-stop. 5 surfs. Boards are all in one piece. Went from a 6'3" to a short board to 2+1 to my 5'11" send, and they all went sick. We had a pretty epic last session with all the lads getting crazy waves. Connor had some mental ones, Cian, Killian, Josh, sick to see everybody get some really good waves. So every way to finish the day, and I'm absolutely cooked and ready for bed. I don't think I've surfed that much in about 5 years. So yeah, bedtime now.